Hi everyone, I'm Jingxin. Today, I'd like to invite you to spend a day with me as an ordinary Chinese person. This is Jinan, Shandong province. All the footage is real, no staging, no exaggeration. It covers very real topics like prices in China, housing costs, average salaries, and the workplace environment for ordinary people. I commute to work on my e-bike every day. My home is 15 kilometers from my workplace, and the one-way trip takes about 40 minutes. The e-bike cost me 3,500 yuan, and it's been with me for 4 years now. Every workday, I ride 30 kilometers round trip, which adds up to nearly 30,000 kilometers in total. The city I live in has a permanent population of 9.6 million, but there are 6 million e-bikes on the road. The vast majority of working people rely on them for their commute. Most people here earn between 5,000 and 6,000 yuan a month, and my salary is 6,000 yuan. Most people work 8 hours a day, from 9 to 6, with a 1-hour lunch break. I leave work on time at 6, but with traffic, I usually don't get home until 7. Once I'm home, dinner with my partner is very simple. It costs just 5 yuan total. Local vegetables are pretty cheap, about 4 yuan per 500 grams, and eggs are about 5 yuan per 500 grams. It's affordable to cook something quick. When we run out of purified water at home, my husband goes to the community water dispenser to fill up. The tap water contains heavy metal ions and trace pollutants, so we don't drink it directly, we only use it for washing faces, washing hands, watering plants, and rinsing vegetables. Many families in our community don't have water purifiers installed. Instead, everyone buys prepaid cards to get water from the dispenser. A 1.8-liter jug costs about 4 yuan, affordable and reassuring. Around 8 p.m., I head to the supermarket in the basement of a nearby mall. Outside the mall, there's a large open area where a lot of middle-aged and elderly women gather to do square dancing. They wear matching outfits. With a lead dancer and a speaker, it's quite lively. Every night at 8:30, the supermarket marks down fruits, fresh meat, vegetables, and baked goods by 30%. That's when the place gets really crowded. Young people and middle-aged folks alike come for the bargains. It's a great deal to get the same things for less money. The price of watermelon in supermarkets is 3 yuan per jin, while at roadside stalls, it's 1 yuan per jin. Every summer, large quantities of fruit ripen in both northern and southern China, making fruit prices very affordable. Once winter arrives, the climate in the north turns cold, and only fruits from the south, along with some grown in high-tech greenhouses, are available. Watermelons often cost over 10 yuan per jin. This time, I bought less than 2.5 jin of beef and paid 110 yuan, averaging about 45 yuan per jin. Frugality is practically ingrained in every Chinese person. We usually enjoy eating cooked meats and marinated goods, things like pig ears, pig head meat, chicken feet, and duck necks. They're salty, fragrant, and spicy, and absolutely satisfying to eat. Milk is usually about 5 yuan per jin, 500 grams. This is a very Chinese-style set of bowls and chopsticks. The patterns on them are elegant and fresh, and they are well loved by many people. Cute-style bowls are also very popular among young people. The supermarket also has trial-size cosmetics, ranging from under 100 yuan to over 100 yuan, to suit different budgets. There are both staffed and self-checkout options. At the self-checkout counter, you scan the barcode on each item one by one, and the machine recognizes the price. After totaling everything up, you just scan your payment code to pay. There's also a staff member standing by to help customers use the machine and to prevent anyone from skipping out on payment. It was already after 9 p.m. when I walked out of the supermarket, and people were still grabbing late-night bites at the roadside food stalls. These stalls aren't permanent, they usually keep running until about 1 in the morning. The living experience in the apartment we bought in 2020 has been quite poor. The total price was 1.4 million yuan, with a monthly mortgage of 4,000 yuan. However, the floor area efficiency is low. The building has a gross area of 100 square meters, but the actual usable interior space is only 76 square meters. On top of that, the building is a high-rise with 2 elevators and 3 units per floor, resulting in a high population density in the neighborhood. This leads to constant noise from all sides in our home, which is truly unbearable. I set aside some of the marinated meats we bought for tomorrow's lunch: pig head meat, chicken feet, and pig ears. Then my husband stir-fries some greens to go with it, to keep our meals balanced. Cabbage costs just 1 yuan per jin, super cheap, right? It's a common vegetable on our dinner table. One whole cabbage costs about 5.6 yuan, which is enough for a family of 3 or 4. If you ordered this dish at a restaurant, it would cost around 18 yuan. Cooking at home is both cleaner and more economical. A lot of newlywed young couples, usually between 26 and 30 years old, tend to eat at fast food places or order takeout, and rarely cook at home. For one thing, they grew up with family members who rarely let them cook. They just had to open their mouths and eat, so they never really learnt how. For another, they don't feel much financial pressure yet. A meal at a restaurant costs 20-30 yuan, which is affordable and convenient, and the food usually tastes better too. My husband and I are both 31 this year, and after having a child, we clearly felt our living expenses go way up, so we started cooking at home to save money. The beef I usually buy costs 45 yuan per 500 grams. I typically buy it on Thursday evening, soak it to remove the blood, and marinate it in soy sauce. Then on Friday after work, I pressure cook it, let it cool overnight, and it's ready to eat on Saturday morning. On an average Chinese dining table, beef is not a dish served at every meal. Pork appears more frequently because its price is roughly 1/3 that of beef. The average price of pork is around 15 yuan, making it more economical and cheaper. On Saturday morning, my husband made tomato and egg noodles. In our household, he does most of the cooking. Friends and family all agree he's a great cook, and he genuinely enjoys being in the kitchen. Nowadays, in many young families, men willingly share the cooking, dishwashing, laundry, and other chores. That was hard to imagine 20 years ago. Back then, household chores were almost solely the woman's responsibility. Saturday's breakfast was tomato and egg noodles, along with the beef I'd braised and some deli food we bought on Thursday. We woke up late on the weekend, so we had our first meal around 10 a.m. We only eat 2 meals a day on weekends, with the other one scheduled around 4 p.m. It's relaxed and comfortable,